CQDX, CQDX, CQDX. This is Havana calling. CQDX, CQDX, CQDX. This is Radio Havana calling all shortwave listeners and radio amateurs. Welcome to... DXers Unlimited, Radio Havana's weekly feature dedicated to the fascinating world of radio communications.
Hola, my friends. Hello, mis amigos, in Spanish. Mis amigos radio aficionados all around the world. You're most welcome to this edition of DXers Unlimited, coming to you as we slowly ride on the deepest solar minimum since the use of radio waves started at the very top end of the 19th century and later development at a very fast pace during the 1920s to 1950s of the last century, 20th century. This show is coming to you from Radio Havana Cuba. It's designed to promote this wonderful hobby that you and I enjoy so much. It goes by the name of radio. 5 letters, R-A-D-I-O, 5 letters that have changed the way people communicate forever. And by the way, you can have a good time using a handheld amateur 2 meters handy-talkie while taking a walk around the neighborhood, or you can monitor a local 2-meter band FM repeater and answer a call by a long-time friend you have not heard in a long time. The 2 meters amateur band is the most populated segment of radio frequency spectrum assigned to the amateur radio hobby worldwide. And nowadays, you can buy a nice handheld FM transceiver, brand new, at a very low price, lower price than ever. Some of the most recently available models of handheld transceivers for 2 meters sell for well below the €100 or dollars price tag. They come with a factory antenna built in and usually a battery charger too. They use lithium polymer rechargeable batteries nowadays, while amazing storage capacity is possible, so you can keep the radios listening to a number of frequencies using the scanner feature of the operating menu for a long time. See, amigos, yes, my friends, it is time to give yourself a present and buy a nice 2 meters band FM handy-talkie, an FM transceiver. Maybe even better dual band model available that includes the 70 centimeters UHF band, plus some extras like the very interesting feature of aircraft VHF aeronautical mobile monitoring band that stands from 110 to 136 megahertz. Some of the more complex and of course more expensive than handheld FM amateur transceivers also include the weather channels monitoring the VHF, also the marine band. This is Radio Havana Cuba broadcasting to the world using frequencies assigned to international program broadcasting from around 5,000 kilohertz, exactly on 5,040 on that band, 60 meters, all the way up to 17.5 to 18 meters band, known by the old-timers as the 16 meters wavelength for the long range of signals. By the way, answering a recent question by a long-time listener, we have not used the 13 meters of the 21 megahertz band in quite a long time. And the solid reason for that is the reason for not using 13 meters is the extremely long period of very low solar activity of the past 4 years. Amigos, you can connect to our streaming World Wide Web Internet audio feed very easily. It's on every day from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. local Cuba time. That's in the summer. It's 4 hours away from the worldwide universal time coordinated. So 3 p.m. here is 15 hours local time. Then you add 4 hours, and that results in 19 hours UTC. As the start-up time, 19 hours UTC, start-up time to the daily English language programming schedule. It lasts for 1 hour every day. At the same time, we feed the English audio to several shortwave transmitters using frequencies from 60 meters tropical band all the way to 18 megahertz. During the summer season, we use 15,140 kilohertz with an antenna pattern designed to provide service to the North America and the Caribbean region. 15140 between 3 and 4 p.m. local time every day here at local time Havana. And by the way, you can always send signal reports and your comments, most appreciated comments, about our program via the email to info-rhc. Again, info-rhc@enet.cu. More interesting radio hobby information coming to you in a few seconds, directly and from the source, Radio Havana Cuba. Amigos, I'm your host, Ani Coro, Radio Amateur 2KK, broadcasting from my casa, from my home location, home studio, And here is an update information about the use of very sophisticated large antenna arrays by amateur radio operators to provide the possibility of extremely long-range communications on the amateur bands above 20 megahertz. A more recent example of what can be achieved by using a 40 elements array composed of 8 computer-optimized Yagi antennas came from Estonia, where the special antenna built by Echo Sierra 5 Romeo Yankee, that's the whole sign of the amateur, Echo Sierra 5 Romeo Yankee, for the 21 megahertz band, this is 50 meters amateur band, is now in use. 40 elements on 21 megahertz. It is without any doubt the world's largest 50-meter band antenna that can be fully rotated and capable of providing different vertical takeoff angles for propagation research purposes. The beam can be shifted and you can go from narrow 30 degrees azimuth horizontal pattern, of course, but the vertical patterns can be changed. Sophisticated antenna modeling design software simulations show a no less than 16 dB gain for the antenna array. The Estonia DX antenna adds up to near 20 dB gain over the dipole thanks to the 6 decibels extra ground connection the ground reflection provides. The monster array of 8 Yagi type antennas arranged in pairs at 4 different levels of the 70 meters high heavy-duty tower rotate under the power of a heavy-duty rotator located at the base. The whole tower rotates. Feed lines to the 8 antennas are connected to a junction box that provides the possibility of changing the vertical radiation patterns spacing system, which allows the selection of 5 different takeoff angles, vertical takeoff angles of 4, 7, 10, 15, and 30 degrees. That's a very important feature of this antenna. Stand by now for a few seconds. Keep listening to DXers Unlimited. It will continue after a short break for station ID. I'm your host, Arnie Coro, Radio Amateur CO2KK in Havana, the capital city of Cuba. Amigos, I would like to share with you, amateur radio operators, all the information compiled from our experiments with inductive and capacity-loaded linear dipole compact antennas, so you can make your own short, about half-size, wide dipole efficient antennas that, when properly tuned, make possible to operate at locations where full-size dipoles are impossible to set up. Send your request for the short dipole antennas information package by CO2KK. Again, you can send your report and then add your request for the short dipole antennas information package by CO2KK to info@enet.cu or via airmail to Anicoro, Radio Havana Cuba, Havana, Cuba. And remember to tune in our upcoming edition of DXers Unlimited. We are on the air twice weekly, Tuesdays and Wednesday UTC days, and again, another edition of the program, Sundays and Mondays UTC days. Solar plot at the time of the broadcast was about 72 units, and the sunspot number has increased significantly during the past few days. Now 17 effective sunspot number. That's an important event related to solar activity, increasing the solar cycle 25. The solar cycle 25. Sunspot active region now facing the Earth. See you soon, amigos.
And that's all for today. This is Arnie Coro, Radio Amateur CO2KK, your host here at Radio Havana's DXers Unlimited, saying 73 and very good DX.
Thanks, Arnie. Arnie Coro, DXers Unlimited, heard twice a week on the weekends and the midweek edition right here on RHC. You're tuned to Radio Havana, Cuba.